Nice links. Nice links.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. I can't tell if it's on.
I think that's live.
Yeah,
It's just line ones.
Pick up this one. Can you go to your phone and see if it's Go to your captain and see if it's on. Good evening, everyone. We'll be getting started shortly. Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Calvin, your captain's coordinator. I'm here with one of my captains, Mark Smith.
Hello, everyone.
So tonight we're going to do something a little different. We're going to start off with a little role playing. Our lesson tonight is maintaining long-term success in LSSC. I know sometimes, excuse me, we get hung up when we ask people questions and you really don't know how to give a good answer or how to ask a question. So if I were to meet Mark and I would say, hey Mark, hey, are you interested in making some extra cash?
Not at this time. I'm pretty good right now, Calvin.
Oh man, okay, all right. So if you ask a person a question like that, it's kind of what we call a closed question. But if you were to rephrase it and use what we call open-ended questions, so if I rephrase it and say, hey Mark, I ran across something that's been very instrumental to me. I've been making money in my family. I would love to sit there and share it with you. I'm available Monday or Tuesday. Which one of those days would work best for you?
I may be available sometime Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay, would AM or PM be better for you?
Probably PM.
PM, okay. Between 3 or 4, which one would work best for you?
Probably
3 o'clock? Okay.
Good, yeah.
Okay, cool.
How long will it take?
It takes about 45 minutes, sir. That's about 45 minutes tops. That depends on how many questions you have.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, great. I'll see you then.
All right, sounds good.
So that's how you would overcome some type of objections instead of people just asking, hey, are you interested in this? Because if they say no, it's really no real comeback from that. So before we get started in our presentation, I would like to share a couple things with you why some people choose not to get involved with any business, whether it's LSSC or another business at all. One, is lack of understanding. 2 is fear of the unknown. And 3, low trust in you or the offer. So in other words, if you're a sketchy person, then the person might not want to mess with you, or they really don't understand the company itself. So we're going to break it down. So if somebody asks a question and say, if you ask them, hey, I would like to share this with you, and they say, well, that sounds kind of sketchy. You can say something like, hey, I totally understand. Others have felt the same way. But you know what I found out? When they deposit that money into my account every day, I found out this thing is real. So those are the type of things that you could use to overcome some of your questions, or some people's questions. So when you do things like that, that will help you with your longevity in the company. So our meeting tonight, maintaining long-term success in LSSC and the strategies for that. The leadership, service, and support. So that's another word that I come up with for LSSC, Leadership, Service, and Support Club. Or what I hear from someone today, it could be used for let's share some cash. So I like that as well. So
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's absolutely a good one. So yeah, so long-term success requires effective leadership, commitment, and strategy planning. So those are the type of things that we like to do. This presentation provides accountable steps to ensure sustainable success in LSSC. Understanding LSSC core values. Leadership. Again, you want to lead by example. You want to lead with integrity. My friend Mark here, when I shared this company with him, we've been in a lot of business together. And when I shared it with him, I could kind of like see in his eye, he was like, man, I don't know about this one, Woodson. We've been in some stuff and it didn't pan out, but because of my character and the person he know that I am, he trusted me and he decided to take the leap of faith, so to speak, and to come a part of this business. And he's a captain at this moment himself, so looking to go to supervisor. So support, creating an environment where members can grow and thrive. So Mark, he reached out to me any time of day, any time of night. I answer his phone calls along with pretty much everyone on my team. So if they have question and answers, I try to answer for them. Developing strong leadership skills. Lead with confidence and by example. Make decisions that align with LSSC's mission. So you want people. Well, we're not looking for just anyone. We're looking for a certain type of person that's going to align with what we're trying to do and the growth that we are trying to adapt to. That's what we're looking for. And the company is always changing. When we first got in, it was pretty much just push a button, collect your money. But now it's gone from just not only to the scooters, to the Lightning Exchange, excuse me, the Lightning Exchange where you can make money, trading, to the coffee shops, and so on. So, and that will empower others to lead and take the initiative as well. So those are some of the things that the company are doing. Effective teamwork and collaboration. Establish trust and mutual respect. Again, that goes back to what I was just saying about Mark. Mark trusts me enough to invest in this business. So not everyone does that. I mean, I've shared some stuff with people. I come their way, they take off running, they cross the street. They don't even want to be on the same side of the street with me. So, but I say ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. So I just keep sharing, I keep sharing. So we want to always have an open communication. We want to be honest with our people and be clear, be clear with everyone that we come in contact with. We want to encourage teamwork through group decisions and bonding activities. So in other words, if someone's directly under you and you have someone that your captain has beside you, you can collaborate with that person. Yeah, if you speak to someone with them, it might not go on your team, but it helps build overall. So Professor Eric and I, we go out sometimes, and if he run across someone, I run across somebody, we'll talk to him. He might get the person that time, I might get him the next time. So, but it's a win-win for the team. So that's what we try to do as a whole. And I hope that you guys would do the same thing. Setting clear goals. Excuse me. We should be setting short-term goals and long-term goals. Now, me, I'm a short-term goal type of person. I look for the next 30 days. I'm like, okay, what can I do in the next 30 days that I can, how many people can I get? How much money will that earn me? My brother-in-law, Dr. Siegfried Howell, long-term, he's looking down the road. He's like, okay, I've invested in this Lightning Exchange. And with that, I know if I keep my money there for a certain point of time, I'll get this amount of money. I can do this and I can do that. Mark, what about yourself? Are you a short-term, long-term?
Yeah, I do both, short-term, long-term. I know when I first got started, I started out at the $30.40 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal was to get to $67.50. And I knew I had 8 weeks to get that done.
Okay.
But when I started off, and my long term was to get to 154.
Okay.
And I knew that it took about 16 weeks to get there. And when I say that, I mean by just, the money you make per day, not taking it out, just rolling it over to the next set of scooters.
Okay.
And that's what I did.
Okay.
And now my goal is to where you are at 331.
Okay. So you made it to that 154 goal.
Okay.
Awesome.
Actually, what the 331 was is part of it too. But I know now that you're there,
right?
I know it can be done.
Absolutely.
And you're setting a great example for it. So that's my next goal right there.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Consistency and commitment. That's again goes to what Mark was just talking about, being consistent and focused. So I've always been consistent and focused on where I wanted to go and what levels I want to hit in this market. And again, is leading by example. So we want to show up regularly and maintain and engage. So my team, they know, hey, I push hard, they push hard. We work hard, we play hard. So those are the type of things that we try to do with this company. So if I'm like this, I saw my mentor, Professor Eric, I saw when he hit 331, I'm like, oh man, he put on his pants leg, one leg at a time, just like I do. So if he can do it, I know it's possible. So that's when I decided to make that leap and go for mine. And as my team see the same, that I've done it, they're also looking to do the same thing, like Mark just said. We want to hold members accountable for their responsibilities. So in other words, excuse me, if you have someone that are good in a certain area, make that person accountable and help and let them help people that are coming on, newcomers, work with those people so that everyone will have a stronger team because of that. Reinforce LSC's mission through consistent messaging. So we text message pretty much all the time. If it's not text messages, it's phone calls. Again, I have 2 different phones that ring all the time. And me, I just love helping people. So that's my mission. That's my passion. So Mark here, he tells me all the time, hey man, I thank you for this one. So some of the other ones didn't work, but I sure thank you for this one. And that's just the type of person I am. I just love to share great opportunities with people. I like to push up people and let everyone go to the top. So that's just been my mission. Training and mentorship. We want to provide leadership training for our new members. That's strong, folks. So the more we train our new members, if you're a captain and you bring somebody on, you training them, that's less or more that's more time that your supervisor or your leader, your manager have to deal with other issues or problems that they may face in the group. So if you're a captain and you're doing your part, that frees up a little time for the other managers above you to do things that they need to do. So pair experienced members with newcomers. So if you have somebody who's been in the company 4 months, 5 months, and a newcomer come on, put that person with them and let them kind of like show them the ropes to avoid the pitfalls of the business, because I've learned, and Mark, you probably learned as well, a no today does not mean a no forever. I had a friend of mine just yesterday. He decided to join a business. I talked to him 5 months ago. Not too long after I got in it, he was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna get with you. I'm gonna get with you." But when I shared that 331 with him, he was like, "Hey man, I'm ready." So the company is growing. I see you're growing. I'm ready to grow with you guys as well. So not to brag or boast, but I'm just saying those things are possible. And I just take what I make and I just send it to a text. I send it to him. I say, "Hey man, I don't want you to miss the boat. You know, this thing is powerful. It's huge. It's growing, expanding. I don't want you to miss this one." So I didn't say, "Hey man, you told me you was going to do it and you didn't do it." No, it's none of that. Again, I just share, and I hope you guys would do the same thing.
If I can elaborate, on
Absolutely,
what you're saying.
absolutely.
Like you're saying about, a no today is not a no tomorrow. Because I think everyone that's in the group that's on our team, they didn't sign up the first day I talked to them.
Exactly.
Took time, another week, another month or whatever. And then, everyone doesn't come on at the same time.
Right.
Everyone doesn't see and feel everything at the same time. So just staying in contact with them, like you're saying, is definitely the best way to do it.
Absolutely. So let me ask you while we're on that, what have you found to be helpful for you as far as when you recruiting or getting people to come on? What have you found to work or didn't work?
Showing the back office is good to do. Showing them that I'm actually making money. I've actually pulled out some money. And I've gotten you on the phone before. Having that second person to come in behind you and for them to tell their story, because it pulls away from, I know Mark, but hey, I don't know Calvin. But sometimes those situations coming from somebody else, it gives more credence to what you're saying.
Absolutely.
And then the other person, like Calvin, he can come in and edify what I'm saying,
right,
which gives more credence to what I'm saying. So it's like you said, it's a win. It's a pull and push. It's a win-win situation.
Absolutely. All right. Awesome. We want to create a structure of onboard progress. So I want to say monkey see, monkey do, but we want to, again, lead by example. So my structure was, I knew where I wanted to go with this company. So when I recruited people, for lack of better choice of words, I strategically placed people in my downline, so to speak, so I could hit those levels and obtain those levels. So I was very strategic of, okay, I have 2 strong people, I'm going to stick them on this side. I have 2 strong people, I'm going to stick them on this side, and I'm going to help those members grow. So, and I've been trying to share that, and I think I've shared it with you, Mark, the same way, and you've done it with your team, and you're close to that next level as well. So, effective communication. Use clear messaging. When you talk to people, be clear in what you're saying. Hold regular check-ins and meetings with people, and encourage feedback and active listening. Utilize digital tools. We all have that telephone, that text message, that WhatsApp or whatever that you're using to contact people. Community engagement. Organize meaningful service projects. So what that excuse me is write down who you have on your team. So sometimes when it get 3 and 4 levels deep, you can't see the people on your team. So my mentor, Professor Eric, he's constantly in contact with me. Hey, Calvin, who'd you sign on? Where were they? Who are they? That type of thing. So I encourage, even for myself, to do the same thing. So once you get past level 3, you don't see those people. So you don't really know where they are. And if you have someone that need an extra person and you not sure where to put them, if you knew that, okay, Johnny's one more, that would push him to supervisor. So, again, as a team effort, we help push up the next person. Partner with different organizations. So, like, again, my professor, he goes around, he speaks different organizations, whether it's part of his team or not. He helps and he shares, and I try to do the same thing, and that definitely helps strengthens the relationship through the outreach of sharing and meeting up with other people. And that's all about promoting LSSC. Excuse me, handling changes and conflicts resolutions. So again, when it comes to problems on your team, you want to kind of like nip that in the bud. You want to address it professionally and right away. So if I were to say, "Hey, Mark, man, I talked to that dude, and here you go, you stole him from me." That's kind of, it's like, "Hey, Mark, I had shared the information, with so and so." Mark may not even know that I shared it. The person didn't say anything, so we got to be professional when we deal with people.
I think at that point too, Calvin, and that if that situation happened, we should let that person decide. Okay, Calvin showed it to me first, or whatever, and let that person decide where they want to go. Versus saying, "Hey, this is my guy. I'm taking it. This is your guy. You take." No, let that person feel comfortable on where they want to be.
Definitely, I definitely agree with that. So, and that leads us to our next point: creating a safe space for people. So, if Johnny feels more comfortable going under Mark instead of me, well, I want Johnny to be comfortable, because if he's under me and he don't really know me that well, he might not perform as well. So if he's under Mark and he's doing his thing and he's sharing this business with other people, that's awesome. That's what it's all about. Promoting culture, respect, and understanding. Staying motivated and avoiding the burnouts. So that's a big one. Mark, I know, again, we've been in a lot of business and we've got burnout with selling this and selling that. And like, I remember times we were out 10, 11 o'clock at night selling equipment. So you get burned out after a while doing that. So, but with this business, like I said, it's not really about selling, it's about sharing. So that's what I like about it. Recognizing and celebrating members, the small wins, y'all. That's what we're looking for. People that do things and we just want to celebrate them with the small wins or the big wins if they've got one person or 5 people. That's what we try to do. So we want to keep and be active and be engaged and find out what your members are doing. Mark, we talk, if not every day, every other day. We stay and communicate. I stay in communicating with my group, and we find out, hey, what you doing, what worked for you, what didn't work, what pitfalls have you found in. So, and that's huge.
I appreciate you not cutting me off here too.
Wait.
Like, call you all the time.
Right. Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. So lead by example, absolutely. So promoting positive, hey, that's what it's all about right there. For promoting positive culture. So like I said, I just enjoy sharing this business with people and seeing people grow. And I remember when you texted me, you said that morning, you said, "Hey, I made it to the 154 club." I think I was more happy for you than you were. You didn't know it, because I was saying to myself, "Whoo, the brother made it." But absolutely. So yeah. But create a welcoming environment for all members. So that's what we want to try to do. And you see, Mark and I, we go out, we talk to people, but we have fun while we're doing it and while we're sharing it with others. So that's what it's all about. Recognize and celebrate small wins, big success, like we said before, and encouraging growth in the mindset and all activities. It's a mindset, people. So sometimes a lot of people are skeptical when it comes to things, but you have to change your mindset and be like, everything's a risk. When you walk out your house in the morning to get in your car, when you pull out your driveway, you don't know what's coming down the road, but it's a risk. But we get in that car every morning. We take that drive. We fly here, we fly there. It's a risk. Everything is a risk. But this is a calculated risk. So the company, they say, "Hey, we give you 3 years. You don't make your money. We'll give your money back. If you want to turn your equipment in, you turn your equipment in. No harm, no foul." So that's huge. I know when I first shared this with Mark, I invited him to dinner, and I don't know if you remember what you said, and he was like, "Man, this is huge." Where the company would take you out to eat, you pay for it, and they reimburse you. Can you elaborate on it a little bit?
Just like you were saying, we've been in different things together, networking deals and whatnot, and not one that I've been in was where the company paid for the dinner, right? Because for the most part, in those type of situations, those companies pay you for recruiting people, right? It's most of your money is made from recruiting. So when you told me that I could come to the dinner and y'all would pay for it, that's 100%. Right. I'm going to come to the dinner and the company's going to pay for it and not know if I'm going to join in that. Right. To me, it may seem small, $30, $40 dinner, whatever. But to me, that was huge for the company to put that money out for people that they didn't know if they were going to join the company. Right. To me, that was huge. Right.
absolutely. So I definitely agree with that. So guys, that's the end of this right here. So we thank you for coming out. I appreciate Mark for coming and hang out with us today and share his insight with us. Excuse me. Mark, you have any last words? Anything you want to say to the people?
Thanks for letting me sit in. It was definitely an experience for this one. But and again, thanks for showing me LSSC.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I know I thanked you a couple times before, but I can never stop thanking you enough for this one, Cap. I appreciate it.
Well, I thank you for trusting in me again. So we've been in some doozies. So, but that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out with us. And until next time, take care, everyone. All right, and that's a wrap. So let's see. So. So Dana told me that Danny, he's on doing a meeting too. But
doing the captain meeting?
Yeah, he's doing a meeting. But here we go, Mark.
That's it. How does he walk the screen?
So what is this?
That's on there.
Hey, babe. Yeah, I'm trying to get that off. I was trying to go back to see what we had done already. Okay. All right.